So over the water from you, there is Asako Yuzuki's book called Batā. I don't know if you've come across this. Maybe I can show it to the camera. So really poppy, bright yellow and red. It's a bizarre narrative. It's gripping, and it describes a woman who has been portrayed in the media as a serial killer of rich men, basically. And the way that she seduces the men is by cooking for them and looking after them. And she talks about butter and how it's so important to cook with butter. And Rika, the journalist who's investigating her story, starts off as a woman who's scared of gaining weight, because for her height, for her weight, she should be 55 kilos, I think she says.
Okay.
And in her time interviewing this suspected serial killer, she tries all of the foods that the serial killer tells her to and tells her to start cooking with butter. And she noticed that she is gaining weight, and people are telling her that she's gaining weight, and people are asking her if she's okay because she's gaining weight. And we're halfway through the book, and her best friend says to her, "Oh, did you know that actually for your height and weight, 60 kilos is more than appropriate for good health?" So all this time she's been conscious of gaining weight, feeling a little bit guilty about gaining weight, only to find that in eating good food and following the leads of this very interesting but potentially dangerous woman, that actually eating good ingredients and eating things that taste good and being at a healthy weight as a result of it, she feels better for that. She feels more confident. She's getting different attention from both friends and potential romantic interests. That there's something to be said for the healthy glow of being at a weight that works for your body. And yeah, I think obviously over the water, but it's another East Asian experience. It's another Asian experience of weight being the thing that you aim for. And if you go above that, then maybe, you're not a valid person, or you're not attractive, or you're not beautiful, or whatever. But we are just talking about a number on a scale rather than an actual person.
Yes. And I mean, how crazy is that? That women have let their lives be defined by some truly arbitrary number, truly. Because I always say to my clients, you can be the heaviest version of a healthy weight. And that's actually ideal. Like to have the most muscle dense frame and the most bone dense frame you possibly can have at a weight that doesn't cause you metabolic problems or symptoms. That's the best weight for you. It's like you should strive, if you are attached to BMI categories, which again, most people these days are happily outgrowing. But if the healthy range is 18.5 to 24.9, you should be as close to that 24.9 with muscle, bone, hydration, all the wonderful things, adequate body fat, especially if you're trying to have a baby to make sure that you're fertile. Like these are the things that you would want to have on your body. But yet, we allow ourselves to be governed by whatever number, again, 55 was in her head, right? For all these years, the woman in this book, and 40 is on this poster. And a lot of women that come in to see me have some arbitrary number that they've been living off of for decades. It's absurd when you think about it.